Hey team, almost the A team. Hey team. Oh, I need that coffee. I am out of it today. I am out of it. I will just say this. I ate this entire box yesterday and I'm feeling it today. It's worse than alcohol. It's addictive for me and ugh, like my tongue is still disgusting. It's 39th Street. Yikes. Ouch. That is very impressive, though. That is very impressive. Is game 5 the street killer? Because we're about to try it. So I'm a little nervous. Not that we have much of a streak going right now, but. Well, we've got a 5-game hitting streak right now, so not going to be a big one if we lose it, but that sucks. But congrats on 39 games. That's very impressive. That is 2 weeks longer than me. 5 or 6. All right, that means we'll face it today. I'm sure we'll do spectacular on that one. Quick news before we get started with that. The Angels just don't want to win, apparently. They hired, I was out last night and I saw this news and I literally had to stop and ignore everybody to read it. Kurt Suzuki is the new Angels manager. Zero managing. I don't even know if he has coaching experience. I don't get it. Full disclosure, I hate Kurt Suzuki. So, I mean, I guess. Go ahead. Go ahead, Angels. Do you. All right. Enough of my commentary. Let's get to it. We had a good first day on Monday. 3-0, 2 home runs. Pretty good. I have some anxiety for today after reading these messages. Uh-oh. No hints in chat. I have a feeling a catcher is playing out of position and messed up your streak. All right. Well, it's regular Wednesday. So it's not Meme Monday. It's not Feud Friday. So we're going to go with my usuals today. All right. We've got this Expos catcher is it Bryant? Not Brian Schneider. He's the manager of the Blue Jays. Unless that's him and I just don't remember him being as big as Brian Schneider is. And we've got a Molina. I mean, that doesn't narrow it down. That doesn't narrow it down at all. All right, well, let's just go Cardinals. Let's go. Oh, wait, who do we have? We have the Royals and the Dodgers, and I got too excited when we walked it off in game 3. I didn't write down who it was. So let's just go with the Cardinals. Hopefully, I really don't remember what game 3 was. Let's start with the Cardinals. Was it maybe the Angels? I don't remember. All right, it's not that flavor of Molina. Let's go pitchers. Ooh, all right, we've got an American League game. Could this be an all-star game? Is this King? I think this is Larry Bernandez, which if you don't live in Seattle, probably don't understand the reference, but is that King? And Rafael Santana. All right. So it's not the Mets. It's not the Twins. Is this an all-star game? Let's try it. No, not an all-star game. Okay. Now, if we lose this one, I'm going to be disappointed. DH. Did Rafael Santana... Is that Garrett Anderson? Did he pitch for the Angels and I don't know? This, I think, seems like the Expos. Will Cordero, that Schneider. I don't know who this is, though. Is this El Duque? Santana and Hernandez are both first basemen. Now, I am really... This isn't the game that blew up your streaks. All right, well, let's choose the Angels here. I don't remember if Johan... Oh, wait, is this Irvin Santana? That's Irvin Santana, isn't it? Well, great. We got the team we don't need. I think this is the Expos. This is not... It shouldn't be taking me this. I was hung up on Johan Santana. I think this might be El Duque, and I'm hoping that this is the Expos. But I'm not exactly sure. Let's go first base since this is a modern-ish game. It's got to be Nick Johnson. This is the Expos. I guess I should choose the Nationals, though. Just to be safe. There we go. That took a little bit longer. Took a little bit longer than I would have liked. All right, 2005, pine tar on the glove fracas of the fielder who tipped off Frank Robinson. I don't know what this is about. Laura H. Pebbles. We're going to have to read that at some point because I want to know what that's about. 2005. Nick the Stick. Levon. I forgot about. I was trying to remember El Duque's name. Larry Boa's nephew. You guys are putting a bunch of things in chat that I am not sure what we're referencing. Nick the Stick, I know who that is. All right, 2005. This is a 3 hour and 11-minute game. 3:11. Oh, more. I was going low. I seem to be going high, and so I went low, and that's closer to where I normally go. All right, let's see. This is the Nationals version of the Expos. We got Brad Wilkerson, Ryan Church, Jose Guillen. There's Nick. Vinny Castilla, I remember him vaguely as a Nat. Cordero was an Expo and a Nat. Junior Spivey. Is that Brian Snyder? Like, he is now the man. No. Okay. It's different Brian Snyder. This isn't even the Brian Snyder I was thinking of. Because the catcher for the Expos, last name Snyder, went to high school in Atlanta. That ain't him. Christian Guzman and Levon Hernandez. We had 2 Corderos in this game for the Nationals with the Los Angeles Angels. Chon Figgins, Erstad, Vladdy Daddy, Garrett, Steve Finley, that Molina, Dallas McPherson, all right, Orlando O'Cab, Orlando Cabrera, Adam Kennedy, and it was Swervin Irvin. All right. Not a home run, but that moves us to 4-0. If I get this one that you guys, Peoples is the Nats Authority. There are definitely people that specifically write about specific teams. 5 or 6 is the one that blew up your streak. All right. Hold on to your butts. All right. And I got to start with catcher, especially after what you guys said. Kamelly and Cooper. Is this House of David? Is this House of David? I think it's take the Kamelly, leave the gun or something like that. I've seen The Godfather one time. I'm sorry. Santana, okay. So I get the Hernandez first base, not House of David. I'm still thinking of Paul's comment here. Santana and Hernandez are both first basemen. Hernandez, I get. Which Carlos Santana. I had to think of the musician to come up with his name. I get it now. I got your reference. I got your reference right here. All right. Is this Gary Cooper? Is this Pride of the Yankees? I don't know, but we're going to pick Yankees. We'll watch this be it. Just doing some strange thing like that. All right, let's go pitcher. Ooh, all right. We've got Warren Spahn, so that tells me probably who this is, and Kenley Jansen. I don't remember those two's careers intersecting. But what if you just started putting different teams from different games and eras against each other? Mort or Walker Cooper? I am familiar with Mort Cooper, I think. I'm not sure, but I see a Warren Spahn here, so I'm going to go with the Atlanta franchise. All right. Got one of them. I mean, we've narrowed down the team and the time frame in the league now. All right. Let's go the outfield. Let's go center. Keith Gearhart. No, that was what was the Gearhart that was on Atlanta? Game 6. Uh-oh. Well, I'm having a hard time with this one. Larry Jansen. I think it's Kenley. I really do. I think that's Kenley Jansen. Oh, I'm thinking of Keith Lockhart, not Gearhart. Keith Lockhart was on those Atlanta teams in the early 90s. Cooper, Gearhart, and Jansen. I'm going to assume this is not a World Series game until I know it is. We've got the Dodgers already scratched off this week. I wish I knew who that third game was. I guess we just stick with some National League teams until we know anything different. All right, let's go short. Steve Kerr. I know Steve Kerr played for the Chicago Bulls, and he is the head coach of the Warriors. That's my basketball knowledge for the day. No, I was thinking of Keith Gearhart or Keith Lockhart. Keith Lockhart. Ken Gearhart, though. I do. Yes. Mort Walker, Beetle Bailey. That is one hundo. That is exactly who I was thinking of. Good pull. Ken Gearhart, though, I do remember that name, and I remember a baseball card in the 80s of him with the Orioles. But no, that is not. I was thinking of Keith Lockhart. All right. Could be the Phils. No, I don't think this is the Black Sox. I think we're good there. Could this be the Phillies, the Cubs? I think those are going to be my two guesses until I know something better. All right, let's go with the Cubbies then. All right, here we go. Last position. Should we choose third? Should we do that? You guys seem to like third base. I just would hate it if it's like second base is the giveaway. And I don't choose second because that's what I would normally choose. But you got to risk it for the biscuit. Let's go third. Oh, geez, that's no help at all. Lorky. This is another one of those names. I have never seen these letters put in this order ever before in my life. You guys keep saying Larry Jansen. This is Kenley Jansen. I promise you. It's Kenley Jansen. Lorky. See, if Matt was in the chat right now, he would already be naming facts about these guys, and then I would know it's the Phillies. Because I'm leaning towards the Phillies anyway. I mean, who else could it be? The Bucks? We already had. Maybe the Cardinals. I don't know. Those are kind of Cardinal names, aren't they? Jansen, Lorky. Lorky kind of screams. Let's go with the Cardinals. I don't know why. Let's go with the Cardinals. Wait, who are we talking about? Perfect Strangers? Cousin Larry? Kenley Jansen was a catcher. Well, I mean, Dave Stewart was drafted as a catcher. Terry Steinbach was drafted as a third baseman. Strange things. All right, here we go. Cardinals. The Giants.
Post-game show is brought to you by...
Nope.
Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
September 1st, 1947, Jack Lorky. That was the key name that was supposed to give it away, I guess. Hits New York Giants record-setting 183rd home run of the season by Eric Vickery. All right. The Giants. All right. 1947. This was a quickie. This might be under 2 hours. I think this was an hour and 52 minutes. Hour and 52. That counts as a win. I need to add the time game record because that's a win. My 10-minute window. I'm right there. $1.42 in the Polo Grounds. All right. Let's see. We got the Braves solely on Warren Spahn. Johnny Mize was at first base. That's the only name here that it wasn't Kenley Jansen. That's what threw me off. It was indeed Larry Jansen. I should have listened to you guys. I thought I remembered Warren Spahn and Kenley Jansen squaring off one time, but I was wrong. All right. Well, we weren't going to get this one. I'm just throwing it out there. We were not going to get. And now that we're heading into the one that broke the streaks, I am not confident. All right, here we go. I'm scared. Catchers. Basler and Lees. Lee's Jeans. Remember, growing up, it was Lee's and Wrangler. Those were like, I don't want to like gene shame anybody, but I mean we were in elementary school and junior high, so we shamed people, and it was not our best moments. But Lee's and Wrangler, those were like, if you couldn't afford Levi's, just like we made fun of Huffy bikes. Like if you had a Huffy bike, I grew up pretty privileged, and my wife just can't believe some of the things that we would talk about. And I hate that I did that. That was awful, those things that we did. I'd like to think I have evolved. All right. Oh, who was that last team? It was the Giants. All right. Basler and Lees. Is this Baz Luhrmann? Basler Luhrmann? Is this House of David? Let's go. Well, hell, let's just go with the Phillies right off the bat. No. All right, pitcher. Ooh, is this a Negro League game? Is this Buck Leonard? I don't think Buck Leonard was a pitcher, though, was he? Fenner. And this isn't formatted in the typical way that Negro League games are. So until I know something different, I don't think it's Jeffrey Leonard. Old penitentiary face. I don't think he was pitching. If this guy's first name is Lee, maybe that's why I'm getting Lee Basler. I don't know who Lee Basler is. Probably nobody. Although I'm sure there is several. Just somebody I made up. Leonard Fenner. Play Freebird. Dutch Leonard. That name sounds familiar, like I should know who Dutch Leonard is, but I'm not sure that I remember who he would play for. I don't know here. I kind of feel like I need to go with an American League team. Let's throw the Oreos out there. Just see what we get. Dennis Leonard. That name I remember. I think. All right. Let's do it. Let's go third base. Although you guys would have gone third base. Andrew goes third base, and this broke his streak, so this apparently doesn't help. So maybe we should go first base. Do it. Sheely and Blue. I mean, did Vida ever, for some reason, start a game at first base? Lee Basler is the name Don Draper would despise, or an expanded I have never watched Mad Men. I know what it's about, and I want to watch it because I like John Hamm a lot. Lee Basler. And I love, a good scotch. Is that what he drinks? Scotch, whiskey, bourbon. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I mean, you don't get on the top whiskey podcast list as a baseball history podcast without loving bourbon. I don't know of any other players named Blue other than Vida. And I mean, he could have started at first base. He is switch hitter with the bat, wasn't he? Basler, Dutch Leonard, Lou Blue. I don't know who Blues Clues. I know Blues Clues. Le Blue Blue. Is that what you were going for? The Blue Blue craze? Is that still going on? Is Labubu still a big hot thing? I would have sold some of my Beanie Babies to get one had I known early on. Le Boo Boo. Let's see. Blue Sheely. Is that Sheely Dan? I hate Sheely Dan. Steely Dan. Steely Dan plays several songs that audio engineers use because apparently it spans a very good range of, I don't know what the terms are, but they will often play a particular Steely Dan song on repeat as they are setting up things. Never seen Goodfellas. I don't watch mob things for some reason. I'm not opposed to mob things. I just don't watch them. I've never seen Goodfellas. I should though, right? Because that's a good one. That and Casino, right? I should be watching those. But Steely Dan, I remember when I used to do the NBA draft, they would play that. There was an entire day when that is all they would play. And it's just not cool. Not cool. Blue Sheely. Kind of sounds like a stripper name. Sheely Blue to the main stage. Sheely Blue up next on main. I mean, I don't even know what league this is. I don't think it's the D-backs. Let's keep it in the Northeast. That's what we're just going to focus on, the Northeast until we know any better. That's what we're going to do. Nope. All right, let's go. Screw it. We're going to go third base. Randy Mulligan? Randy Mulligan? I don't think this is... And I already chose the Orioles, so no. I don't think that's it. Jones. Well, that's no help. I don't think it's Chipper. Not the Giants. Well, let's go. I mean, I guess we got to go Yankees if we're keeping it in the... We've already had the Dodgers and the Giants. So, yeah, let's just go Yankees. We're going to have a 2-game losing streak. That's what's worse here. Let's do something we never do. Let's go right field. Ooh, okay. Is this Harry Heilman and I want to say Bert Hooper, but that's not it. I think I know both of these names. Not that that's going to help me a whole lot. I think that's Harry Heilman. I don't know who this is. Hooper. Hooper. Mr. Hooper led a pooper in a one-horse open sleigh. Harry Heilman and Harry Hooper. So it is Harry Hooper. Yeah, okay. So I obviously recognize Harry Heilman's name. I don't know who he played for. Matt Hooper from Jaws. See, you guys are tuned in now. You guys, I remember even just like a month ago, I would throw these kind of names out there and you guys would be like question marks, but now you guys are the ones throwing them out there. I love it. This is great. We got Mr. Hooper and Matt Hooper and Don Draper. I mean, you guys are on it. The timelines check out. Oh, you mean for Harry and the Harrys. Sheesh. I just don't know who Harry Heilman played for is the thing. I kind of want to say Detroit, and I don't know why. It's like a Detroit name. One of these days, Andrew, you'll throw a pop culture reference in there, and we'll all applaud. Okay. Yes, you can't tell me. You can give me little clues, but don't tell me who they played for, because then that narrows it down, because I've already chosen the Red Sox. I was thinking of that, Paul. I remember that movie, Hooper. A John Ritter. I think so. Oh my God, you guys are killing it. It's not even Meme Monday. Boston and White Sox. Do I choose the White Sox? We probably need this. We probably need the home team. Oh, no worries. This isn't life and death. Yeah. Especially like on this in the grid, you can give me like kind of clues like to what their name might be. Just don't tell me teams. Cause that's my weak point anyway. I remember the movie Hooper. Like I don't think it was a good movie, but apparently Brian likes it. Harry from Home Alone. I don't have them sorted out. I play, what's his name? Who's the actor that played Harry? Not Daniel Radcliffe, Daniel Stern. His clips are all over this from Little Big or Rookie of the Year. Unless Harry was the other one. Joe Pesci. I don't remember. John Ritter. I think there was a John Ritter sitcom called Hooper as well. Oh, now we got to look all this up when we get this. All right, Harry Heilman. Yeah, to me, Detroit. I think Stern was Marv. There you go. Now, Detroit is not a team that I would not think of. It was for Heilman. All right, let's do it. This will come with a big asterisk if this is it. But alas.
Come on, Benny, man. The kid is a L7 weenie.
Yeah. Oscar Mayer even. Footlong. Dodger dog. A weenie.
Oh, well, we got the Tigers. It was the White Sox. Wow, 20-15. Jeez. Terry Bradshaw had a part in Hooper. That is a poll if you can remember that. Or are you looking it up on IMDb? Because I don't remember a thing about it. I think I might remember the poster. Okay, there. We'll look it up here in a minute. I think I remember the poster. All right, September 9th, 1921, a batting explosion ties American League record for total runs as White Sox top Tigers 20-15 by Stephen D. Boren. This game is anything but boring. All right, 1921, 35 runs, 42 hits, and 6 errors. How long did this take? All right, if you don't know, put your guesses in chat how long this game took. 1921, so baseline is about 220. Baseline is probably about 220, maybe 2.5. But they scored 35 runs and had 42 hits and 6 errors. What does that equate to? I'm going to say it's going to be over 3 hours, which would be a rarity for this time. Let's see. I think I put my streak -2. We're gonna keep that for now. 325, 305, 315. You guys like the fives, don't you? Wow, you just went up in 10-minute increments from 305. 247. Andrew thought this was in and out. Okay. I'm going over 3 hours. I'm going to kind of sit right in the middle. I'm going to go 320 just because I don't think it was 420. I think it was 320. So let's see. What in the hell? How? 2 hours and 20 minutes for this? Shovel Hodge even came in and got a save. What? Okay, well, Tyke. I mean, that's one of the positions I usually choose. I mean, we didn't need the Tigers, but Lou Blue. That is crazy. 220. It was Dutch Leonard. Very nice. Harry Heilman. All right. We've got Harry Hooper. Oh, this would have given it away for me. Eddie Collins. It's either the White Sox or the A's then. Eddie Mulligan. I mean, that was the... Eddie Collins was the giveaway there for me. Darn it. I should have stuck with what I knew. Yeah, he was the closest. Not by a whole lot, but still close. Shoot. I feel Johnny Mostel. I feel like we've had him recently. What hat is he wearing? It's an X. Or is it like a Confederate soldier's hat? I don't know what that is. Bananas Mostel. Why was he called Bananas? Wow. Look at this year. And then, oh, look at the next year. Dude he was juicing for 2 years. Apparently. 25 and 26, he was juicing. Really, just with his legs. But he got, wow, look at those on bases. Average and on base. No power, but this is my type of guy. Bananas. Look at that. He's crowding the plate. Get on base any way you can, because then he's going to steal. I like this guy. Everybody went over. Yeah. Yeah, you need to rebid. All right, everybody put your new guesses in for how long this game took. You could win I'll let you grab $100 bill out of my coat pocket. Tried to kill himself. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to have to look him up. I mean, we don't want to get too morbid, but I do want to look up what he. I want to look up more about him. Possible, in case you didn't know, we garner podcast episode ideas from these streams. So we might have. You know how my brain. Oh. If you guys don't see me take my meds, remind me, because this is when I do it. Hell, 220, that's a good guess. All right. Paul, thank you, as usual. Really appreciate it. Love the game. I freaking love it. This is the most fun part of these streams, is this game for me. All right. We are at a -2 winning streak, though. That's not cool. All right. Let's do a daily walk-off, shall we? Triples by year. So this is just to remember who played when, which is never a great one for me. Let's get the 2024s out of the way. Sussed. Done. Finished. All right, 97. Let's do those. Just get the oldies out of the way. Marco. Scootero. Jason McDonald. And Spees. I don't remember if it's Spees. I think. Spees might. I think Scott Spiezio came up with Oakland, so that might fit. Then we got Bobby and Jamal. I think that works. Then Bernsey, Yo, and Coco. That's a fun group right there. Let's send it. No. Oh my God. This is the worst we have ever done. Wow. Just wow. All right. So we'll put Spees over here. And then maybe we'll put Bernsey over here. Let's try that. Well, by process of elimination, we should get it on this one. All right, so Spees is here. No, it's got to be that. There we go. I'm not going to say nailed it because we didn't really nail that, but we got the win. But all right, let's do some grid. It is Wednesday. So Wednesday, we're just going to go for a low score in all 9. Friday we'll play the feud, but here we're gonna just try and do well. All right, we got the Rangers, we got the Mets. Oh wait, we got the Mets.
Let's go Mets! We're gonna make it this time. We're gonna take it home. Let's go!
All right, born outside the U.S., the Twins, the Dodgers, and a 30-plus home run season. All right, so we do have a Ricky square. The center square is typically a Ricky square. Not going to lie. That seems to be where he gets placed a lot of the time. This could be a high score, too. Oh, wow. Only 3%. All right. No Mattingly square here, unfortunately. That's disappointing. Got to get my player cues all set up here. All right, 30-plus home run season. Should we do Hojo? I think we should do Hojo for the Mets here. Let's do it, just because I like Howard. Let's go Hojo Joe. Oh, we could put Johan Santana here. We were talking about him earlier. Jim Hickman would have been a low one. Probably would have been. I would have never come up with Jim Hickman. But, okay. We could put Johan here. I think Johan's going to be a... Gilkey would have been low. Definitely. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. A current Oreo current Oreo born outside of the U.S.? This is making me think of current Orioles. Kong. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. Tim Tuffle, the Tuffle Shuffle. Ooh, that's a good one there. I didn't know about the Tuffle Shuffle until I read, what's his name? His book on the 86 Mets. What's his name? Perlman, Jeff Perlman. I didn't know about the Tuffle Shuffle. Not a country you typically think of. Was he Dutch? We did Germany the other day with Mike Blowers. I was thinking that. I was trying to figure out if Juan Berenguer played for the Mets. And now you've confirmed it. And I don't have him queued up. I don't have his thing ready. That's a mistake on my part. That's a mistake. Big mistake. I've got Sabes ready to go. But I don't have... that's on me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That's on me. I've got Bogsy, I've got Carney, I got Mattingly, I got Max, I got Sabes, I got Sachs, Schmidt, and Darryl Strawberry. Andrew Jones. There you go. There's a little Dutch action. That does work. That's a good one. Closer to U.S. than Amsterdam. Canada? Mexico? What would be a Cuba? What would be a wouldn't that work? Rafael Palmeiro. It's not Monday. We can't use Rafael Palmeiro. Jose Canseco. Cuba. Canada. Oh, Justin Morneau. I'll bet you that's going to be a pretty big one, though. I think this one will be an easy... Let's do the Rangers column first, and then we'll come here. Oh, what's his name? O'Neill. I don't remember his first name. And it's not Tip O'Neill, the Canadian Hall of Famer. O'Neill, I don't remember his name. Yeah, that guy, that's crazy how he does that. I would not throw him a fastball next year on opening day. Just walk him every time. Break a streak on opening day. All right, let's do some Rangers because I think this one will be a fun one, and I think we'll get it pretty easy. All right, so let's name some Rangers, shall we? We've got Nolan Ryan, of course. Just for Mark, I'll put him out there first. We've got Kenny Rogers, Carew. Oh yes, you're right. That's a very good call. We're gonna do that one.
He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks.
That is brilliant because we talked about how he got his name. It was delivered on a bus in Panama, right? He was born in Panama. Mike Lowell. Where was Mike Lowell born? Byung-ho Park. Byung-ho Kim and Chan-ho Park. They had a baby. His name's Byung-ho Park. The gerbil goes well in LA and Texas. The gerbil. Is that Rusty Greer? I remember that nickname, but I don't remember. And if it's not Rusty Greer's out here taking strays. He's like, what the hell? But he was delivered on a public train, or a train, not a bus, a train, right? And so his mom named him after the person that Edward Julian. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know why I'm trying to trill that R. Puerto Rico. Okay, I did not know that. Let's see. We were naming Rangers. Well, Josh Hamilton would fit here. Rafael Palmeiro, Pudge. So before, when we're talking Sens here, did Frank Howard did the Capital Punisher have a 30 home run season? Because I want to use him. I really want to use him. He got the nickname managing the Red Sox in the 70s. Oh, Don Zimmer. Don Zimmer. Got it. LA and Texas. I would have never come up with Zim. And he was nicknamed Popeye too, right? Popeye and the Gerbil. So in this case, if somebody tells me, yes, Frank Howard hit 30 plus home runs as a Washington Senator, I will use him. I would never know that Zim fits here as a player, though, so I can't use that one. I have to be able to have come up with it on my own. Okay, did he do it, though, with the Senators, though? Because I really want to use him. I love me some Frank Howard. The Washington Monument, the Capital Punisher. Just such fantastic nicknames. Yeah, so he played for the Grievous. He played for the Senators between 61 and 71. He had a 30 plus home run season, right? I'm just going to pin this square for Frank, because we can use the Senators for that, for the Rangers. Did Oral Hershiser, he pitched for the Rangers at some point, right? Perfect. Let's go, Hondo. That's a high score for Frank Howard. Nice. I think he's in my top 20 used players. We'll look at it after it. Thank you guys for confirming that. Look at the points he gets for Wax Packs Heroes. He's got glasses, and he's got a no ear flap batting helmet on top of his hat. That's 0.3 of a point right there. All right. Other Rangers, Jeff Hewson, Jeff Fry. We're just going to name all the Jeffs. Royce Clayton. Oral was a Ranger. Yeah. I hate Oral Hershiser. Rat. He's a rat. Killed the A's in 88 and toll on Ricky and Bobby. What about Rick Dempsey? Did Rick Dempsey catch for the Rangers? I don't think he did. Oda B. McDowell. There was a relief pitcher who pitched for Texas and Minnesota this year. Good luck getting me to know who that is. Literally, unless they were on the Mets, I'm not going to know this year. I'm not going to remember. Let's see some other. Pete Incaviglia. I don't think he played for either of these teams. Julio Franco played for the Rangers. I don't think he played for either of these teams. Matt Stairs played for the Rangers. I don't think Matt Stairs played for either of these teams. A rarity that Matt Stairs wouldn't have. Mike Morgan, should we use him? Should we use him? Mike Morgan. Stu. Oh. I didn't. Stu's usually one of the first guys that goes through my head. Good call. Dang it, I gotta add more of these. I'll give you
He's
another
not the
one.
best color man
I
in
need
the
more
league
of
for
these.
nothing, folks.
Ooh, if we can get a A's bingo across here, I would be really happy. All right. Rangers and the Twins. Let's name some Twins just to spice it up. Let's see. We've got Frank Tanana, Jack Morris, Johan Santana, Jeff Reardon. Behind the plate, we've got did Steve Lake, I think, was caught there. Przinsky. Oh, Przinsky would fit here. Now, I'm not opposed to that. I said it 2 pods ago. I think Stan Javier, yeah, that would. Oh, that would. Stan Javier. Would he show up in an A's hat, I'm wondering? Or could we go with his father? Was his father named Stan Javier too? I don't remember. What was I just... AJ Przinsky. I said it. Danny Columbe. Yeah, I know the name. Would have never named it. I think AJ Przinsky and Adam Wainwright did a fantastic job at the playoffs. Adam Amin, I think, is pretty good too, but I would much rather listen to Przinsky and Wainwright talk about baseball than John Smoltz. Plus, John Smoltz doesn't have anybody to bounce things off of. Like, you had a pitcher and a catcher in Przinsky and Wainwright, and they were talking about pitch sequences and some real inside baseball stuff that was really interesting. And Smoltz doesn't have anybody to bounce that off of. Joe Davis is like, okay. Pat Mahomes, did he pitch? Oh, I think he did pitch for the Rangers. He would have worked here too. I think Senior Smoke would have worked here as well, right? Did he pitch for the Rangers too? No, he didn't. Yeah, Joe Davis is just, I think he's okay. I mean, he is a completely acceptable announcer. I mean, he's Joe Buck, I don't care. I neither here nor there. I think Adam Amin is good, but I think Przinsky and Wainwright were really, really good together. He's fine. That is exactly it. Yeah, he's there. Doesn't bother me. Smoltz bothers me a lot of the time, and sometimes Smoltz will throw in a nugget that's worth it. But let's put AJ Przinsky. Carves a turkey. I don't know. Is that Pags? Ooh. Yeah, see, I wouldn't have thought of Pags with the Rangers. As much as I like him, I wouldn't have thought of Pags. That's a great poll, though. Okay, guys. On Friday, I'm going to come with some better memes here for you guys when you give me these good answers. I will do that for you guys. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it when you guys stop in. Have a good day. Bob Tewksbury. Easy Eddie. Oh, Eddie Guardado. Was it Easy? I knew him as Everyday Eddie. I'm going to go with AJ, though. Never thought I'd say. Plus, you get the pop culture points for wrestling. Oh, he did. Okay. There's AJ Przinsky. I broke the bingo there. All right, let's do outside the U.S. for 30 plus and the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers, should we Fernando, I mean, would be my first choice there, probably. Puig. I mean, there's just so, I mean, LA has such a history of Hispanic and Japanese baseball players. I mean, Otani, Chan Ho Park. Should we do Chan Ho Park? We'll do Chan Ho Park. It was a mashup earlier. Who's Easy Eddie? There's got to be somebody named Easy Eddie. Let's do Chan Ho Park. Oh, that's a lot lower than I would have thought. Although I guess I'm betting the number one's pretty low there anyway. All right. 30 plus home runs, born outside the U.S. Sammy Sosa. It's not Monday, can't use him. Unfortunately, I think Brady Anderson was born in the U.S. Can't use him. We got Canseco. Devon. Oh, yep. Devon White would have definitely worked. Did Chili Davis ever hit 30 plus home runs if we're talking about Jamaica? Chili. I mean, got Cespedes. I mean, I think whoever we put here is going to be a 1%, if we're being honest. Hell, we could put Justin Morneau here. Vinny Castilla. How about Vinny Castilla? Larry Walker. Let's do Larry Walker. Yeah, I knew Brady wouldn't be it, but just wanted to throw his name out there. Chile hit exactly 30 once. Darn. Well, we went with Larry Walker. You can't go wrong with Larry Walker. All right, at 26, not bad. Average score 8. Nailed it. Let's see here. Oh, Poppy. Poppy was a big one. Got some guys that were... That's surprising that he's number one on the Twins, just because not many people really remember him from the Twins. Nelson Cruz, there was Johan Santana. Glad we didn't go with that one. Corey Seager. Piazza. There's Fernando. Good thing we didn't go with that. Poppy, Pete, and Josh Hamilton. So we named several of the number ones. The hardest one was, wow, the Rangers and Texas. We nailed it with AJ. Let's, I want to see, because I think Frank Howard shows up. Oh, he's not on my top list yet. We've only used Ricky 232 times. Very close. We're very close to getting Don Mattingly up there. Look at 232 in 63. What is everybody else's top user player? I know some of you are going to be, it's Harry Hooper. For me, it is Ricky. Oh, look at, was this yesterday's? 27, did we do that today? Look at, what did I do here with 8? Was this yesterday? Yeah, I think this was yesterday. I did this on my own. Look at that bad boy, an 8. I got Lee Stevens in there. OCAB, he was earlier, we talked about OCAB. Tony Pena, Ron Hassey, got a couple of catchers. Oh, I guess because played catcher. Jorge Fabregas, just, I don't know where I pulled him from. The Stanker, I don't know where I pulled him from. Luis Rivera, I just remember as a Red Sox. I got lucky there. But, all right. Yeah, that's... Carl Jr. and Pujols are 1A and B for you. That's interesting because they, I mean, obviously Cal only played, I think I called him Carl Jr. Cal only played for one team and Pujols only played for 3. So that's impressive if you can fit him in that many squares. All right. Good job today, guys. We did well, except for on starting 9. that was rough. That was rough. I know. We'll go in a minute here. All right. We'll be back on Friday. We'll do it all again. It will be Feud Friday, so get ready for that. I will come up with some more, a better range of cues for when you guys give me a better answer than I can come up with. Beyond that, World Series starts on Friday, I think. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's go Jays, huh? And yeah, that's it. So remember, be good to each other, stay hydrated, and we'll see you on Friday.